Hey users, welcome to Beyond the Grid. Today we're going to be talking about headset comfort. We'll be modeling using the Oculus Quest, the Rift S, and the Valve Index, as they represent a good majority of the retention mechanisms and methods that are out there on the market today. Welcome back. Let's start by looking at the three different retention mechanisms that are out there on the market, just as in general. We'll also talk about each model in particular, but mainly looking at how this retention mechanism and all the headsets that use it, whether it's Halo, straps, or kind of like the unique system on their index, we'll just talk about their features and benefits, and then just in general how the construction applies to that particular unit. First up, we have the Oculus Quest. Let's grab it. So, in my unboxing video, which you can see here, you'll see that I went into detail about the structure of the Oculus Quest and how this is it's not like a plastic, but it's like a hard fabric material that forms like the face of the unit, and then it's got its foam face liner, the item that actually protects the face. Now, I'm not going to go over third-party or aftermarket items right now, just because I want to test them as is, because I believe that it should at least work as intended. I'm sure you can buy upgrades to make it more comfortable, but you should be able to at least use it out of the box, and it should work at least. You shouldn't have to buy something to fix it. But let's go over this one first. And I'll leave time codes in the video if you want to fast forward to your headset. I'll try and keep this short, guys. So the Quest, I believe the most important thing on any headset is getting what I'm going to call the box, which is the optics box, optimally to your face. And that's going to be done by, putting it up to your face. I'm going to try and not muffle myself, but putting it up to your face, adjusting the optics, IPD if you can. Some people, you don't want it riding high, you don't want it riding really low, but getting it to where you want it and then getting the retention mechanism to hold it there while still being comfortable. So the Quest uses kind of the soft Y strap, and a couple other ones use a similar, but they're fabric and stretchy. Linus just came out with his video that he said he actually prefers the Quest head system, which, but then he says there's pressure on the face, which there is. But let's go over it real quickly. You have side adjustments on both sides that pull it onto your face, kind of like a snorkel mask. It's just straight. These pull back onto your face, and then you have the adjustable Y strap on top. And I found that, with a front heavy unit with a non-halo, it's pretty good. You still get the face pressure because it's holding it onto you, and the Y strap kind of holds it up so that the edge is not digging into your face, but it does an okay job. I prefer this structured webbing rather than just fabric, stretchy fabric. I just don't think you can get enough pull with the stretchy fabric. But the way, I put it on, I like to get it, my optics box on my eyes where I want it, and then I kind of slide this band down, and I kind of get this Y band, to one band on the base of my skull and the other one grabbing up there. And then these tabs, they're Velcro. You undo them and you pull the unit onto your face to keep it, how much tension you want. And the Quest has that hard kind of fabric facial structure. And then the Y strap, and I kind of have the camera high so that you can see the Y strap adjustment. The Y strap here, let me undo it a little. This top strap, it's tough to adjust on the Quest, but the top strap kind of, if it's sinking too much, it pulls it up. It holds it there. The thing is, if you over adjust this top strap on any unit, if you over adjust it so it's pulled up, you can't get this thing, the back strap, low enough to get a good grip on your base of your skull. You can't get it to grip there. So the unit's going to ride forward because you're just not getting a good bite on the back of your head. But overall, not bad. But again, it's cantilevered onto your face, either by the snorkel mask pushing it on your face, but you definitely feel it comparatively to a Halo or something like that. But again, not bad. I mean, probably consider a third-party upgrade from like VR covers to make it more comfortable, but I think the comfort could easily last the battery life. All right, let's keep going. We'll move to the Rift, otherwise known as the Halo style. Very classic hard shell Halo with the single strap. Some have audio solutions coming off the side. People have said it before. I find the Rift, you have to open it to get into it. But again, I'm going to position, undo all my adjustments. I'll position my optics box, first and foremost. I want to make sure my optics box, the front of that set is exactly, it's not too high. And then also on the Rift, you have this sliding box where it moves the lenses away and towards you. It's not like the flip up like the Cosmos, but it allows you to scoot those lenses right in your eyes, which get you that FOV that you're looking for. And again, I think it's super important to get your optics where you want it. And then the Halo, which is padded all the way around, check the unboxing, gets on your head really well, and no side to side. And then this just kind of grabs this. I mean, I'll pull it really hard so you can see the pickup on it, how it kind of picks up that headset. I mean, that's exaggerated, but just kind of makes it even lighter. And while this is kind of really rigid on the Oculus, I mean, it's still like a soft mouthed plastic. This foam, although not super dense and just pretty standard foam, there's not a lot of pressure on my face. This Halo really grabs onto that back of the skull and that front of the forehead, with that forehead shield, and that, some people don't like this. I mean, Linus said he liked the webbing more than the Halo, but again, the Halo I think is a good solution. Some people said this forehead part and the amount of fabric that you get touching can create some heat. I'm not one that particularly gets hot during my VR games. I mean, I'm wearing a sweater. Sorry, I touched my mic. I'm wearing a sweater. And I don't get hot during my games. But that's an overview of the Rift. Again, I love that it has this, once I have my optics where I want, I can really get that box into my face, which I think is fantastic. And again, I can't really take it off until I undo that ring. But questions, leave them in the comments, guys. And if you like this content, please, guys, subscribe. We can keep doing this. Try and give you guys the best advice on what to buy before you spend your hard-earned dollars. The Index. This one's kind of, I don't want to say the best, it's just unique in that it's almost like a hybrid of the both, in that you see that back strap of the Quest kind of come up, but it's like a rigid cage. But I think it really allows you to get those that I can fully adjust my optics, IPD, it's got the FOV eye relief, which this is the same thing as that the Quest box was moving in and out, except the internal, I'm kind of blocking it with my arm to the camera, but this crank right here is the FOV eye relief adjuster, which moves the lenses, but instead of the whole box moving in and out like the Rift, it moves it internally. But onto the fit. So again, I love that it has that slide onto the back of the skull, but it almost has the retention of the Halo because it cranks just like the Halo. And I'll show you how I put it on. Again, my optics box being my most important because my eyes don't move. And then it kind of I have the camera high so you can see it just drops behind my head and I crank it to get that like scuba goggle pull, and the foam is so soft on this. It's so nice. And then right now, if I just had that, it would not be comfortable because I feel the weight of the headset coming down because I just have that that straight vertical pull, and it feels like it's sliding off the back of the skull. So if I, but if I get that right, if I just had that, I can feel the weight of the front, kind of like a little bit of the Quest, but then this top strap, and again, I'll exaggerate it so I can show you guys, it pulls that front unit up, and I don't want it to pull it up away from my eyes, but you can see how much weight relief that has, and then really nice. I mean, the side to side, I feel like the halo and the cage kind of stop that side to side, swing. I think the halo grabs the hardest if you want it, because again, this is pulling straight back like the scuba goggles, where the halo is really grabbing the crown of your skull. So if you like that crank down feel, that'll let you do it. Although I think this is a great intermediate. Again, I can adjust my FOV, bring those lenses really close to my eyes, because same thing, the box is moving on the Quest, it's just this is internal. And then this top strap just kind of hammocks where I want how much weight of that front lens I want it to take off. I think this one, and even if I undid this top strap, I can't really take this headset off unless I undo that cage to get me my space to take the index off. I think the foam on the index is just really good, that it probably has the same pulling force as the Quest, that straight on scuba goggle, just pushing back, and that head takes the weight off, but still very comfortable. I don't mind the halo, but you see on the index, because it's so skeletonized, there's nothing on your forehead, which is very comfortable. And you just have a very few contact points on the head. It's not the full halo with the full fabric. I just messed up my hair, but it's not that full halo, which I think, like, boom, the halo locks it in, and the strap makes it. They're both the second and third retention mechanisms of the Rift S, which, the halo style, which the Cosmos will have, except that the lenses flip up, you lose that motion box that goes in and out. I think they're both very comfortable. The Quest, still very comfortable. It's not flying around anywhere. No, I don't think any of these headsets have a floppy box when you're looking to the side, it's bouncing back and forth. It's just the Quest, you're going to have the most face pressure on your face. And I think the Index, you'll have it, but the foam is just, it's not just an open cell foam. It's quite nice. And I'm sure you can get that with third-party accessories, but out of the box, I think the Halo, let's go over the pros. Halo's very good control, very good weight dispersion as far as putting the weight on the skull and not on the face. I love the openness of the Index and the plushness, because I do like on the Quest and the Index that back pulling, that pulling into my face, because it really closes down everything. But you're going to get the VR face probably the most there. And I don't think the Quest is uncomfortable, but you feel it, because your main rigidity is just putting more push. But I mean, that's my general thing, guys. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more content. You want to see more headsets. The Cosmos should be here any day, so we'll try it out. We'll kind of address it during my unboxing and my initial impressions, its comfort, but it's a Halo style one. It's a Halo style system, very similar to the Rift S with a flip up element. I imagine it's very similar in comfort. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon in the next videos. Take care.